Hey, it's your boy Chosen King, man. DeMarco Jones is live right now. Um, the informant. I've already sent out to about 60 people in the city of Chicago already the information about these guys, and I will be putting it into my nail in the coffin for y'all. But I've already sent it out a lot. I've already sent out a lot of information to the people. So, he's on live right now. I'm going to debunk everything he say while he's live. First off, he said that I got my Chosen King name just for the case, and that I wasn't Chosen King before the case. That is a lie. And we could debunk everything they throw out. They see this too easy. This is too easy, y'all. Now let me show y'all something right quick. Is it SoundCloud? Is it SoundCloud? Yeah, it's SoundCloud, right? Now, my name used to be Lucky Luciano, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But this is something that I can do. When people accuse me of stuff, I can go and show y'all the truth as soon as they say it. You feel what I'm saying? Unlike these guys. Let me go to Google real quick. Unlike these guys. You feel what I'm saying? So, let me go to SoundCloud. Because he say I got my name Chosen King for the case. And that Straight Drop got his name for the case. No, 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 no. Watch this, bro. As a matter of fact, I told people about this old SoundCloud when I used to be Lucky Luciano. I told people about this. Look at that. Lucky Luciano. Look, had the weed smoke coming out my mouth. This was way back. Let me show you when this was, my brother. Because I could debunk everything, y'all. Oh, 29,000 views. I mean, not 29,000 views, but 29,000 plays on that. All right. So this was way back. What can I find today? 4 years ago. 4 years. Now watch this. Y'all gonna also get to see my transformation. You know what I'm saying? How long have I had the name Chosen? I had the name Chosen King for a minute. I've had the name Chosen King for a minute. Nobody gave me that name. This was 2 years ago by Chosen King. Everybody thinking it's Monday. Gotta praise God every day. AG and Chosen King, that's me. 2015. It's 2018 now, bro. Ben had that name, bro. I been had that. Matter of fact, we can go back. I think we can go back further than that. Let me see. Let me see. Because we can debunk you while you live right now. You trying to tell everybody, oh, they gave him the name Chosen King. He said his name Lucky Luch. I'm showing everybody now, bro. There was a transformation in my life, my brother. Are you mad? And y'all see they sent Marco to talk because Rob been putting his foot in his mouth. So Marco got to talk. Told you he the brains. Who doing the video right now, y'all? After they got all this pressure on him, who doing the video? Exactly, Marco, because he's the brains. 2016 release right here, man. January. You feel what I'm saying? And if I had songs on here, if I had songs on the tube, bro, all the way back in 2015, bro, how can you say they just not gave me my name? But let's go see what you're talking about over here. Matter of fact, shout out to everybody while we at it. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. We'll go back over here to this video real quick. All right.
Older women, church-going people, people that sympathize with them, people that trust them, people that try to help them. He play on their emotions. Yeah, he played all of us.
Okay, let me tell you this right here. I never played on anybody's emotions, but the same, y'all got all my subscribers. So, but you claim I was playing on their emotions, right? So what are you doing right now? Saying that Straight Drop fake, Chosen King is Golden One, Chosen King name is Quintavious, giving us the wrong place where Tyrone stay at, bringing Miss Barbara into the equation. What are y'all doing? Playing on the people's emotions and lying, bro. Lying. And y'all look, this is how y'all know it's bogus, right? Marco supposedly has the person on the phone interviewing them named Melanin. Now they say Melanin did the makeup of the person in the freezer. How all of a sudden, y'all, All of a sudden, out the blue, they got this melanin person number, able to call them up, and this is the person who did the makeup for the person laying in the freezer. All of a sudden, out the blue, when I start firing in on them, turning them to bone dust, they come out with this lady right here. Ooh, because they know this is what y'all want to hear. And this will take y'all mind off me exposing them. But you can't run, bro, and you can't hide. I'm on your tail like Brake, like both of y'all. And I've already told like 65 people from the city of Chicago that y'all are informants, and I gave them the information on y'all.
I asked Melon, I said, when you done that makeup, did you see a birthmark on this girl? She said no. Listen.
So that debunks your whole entire theory. You said she did the makeup, didn't see no birthmark. So why y'all still on the Anisha Fowler thing? I'm trying to tell y'all what they trying to do. They trying to squeeze and wiggle around and create a new avenue so it can go on for another 3 or 4 months. Get these lying stools up out of here, man. Do y'all see what they doing now? Now they got a person named Melanin who was supposed to been there and did the makeup for the people, but they ain't telling the police she did the makeup. They just got on a panel. Think about that. They ain't went to the police and said, this the person who did the makeup for the person in the freezer? No, I told y'all. She was describing a guy named Fly, about 5'9" in height, 40-some years old, black guy who was driving them around, Marco. And now this melanin person is supposedly be in his live. You see, he almost got 400 people watching because this is juicy for them. They like, ooh, the person on the other end of the phone did the makeup. Ooh. Nah, man. They pulling y'all strings, man. Puppeteering y'all. But y'all gonna figure out down the line. You might not know now, but you'll figure out down the line. It's okay, though. I'll wait for you to catch up. And nothing too, Marco, y'all gotta get better audio, bro. God, dog, man. Like, nobody can hear that stuff at all, man. Like, they could be saying anything. Get better audio. I thought y'all were professionals at this, man.
Mark on this lady's face. What is she talking about? She already told us it was no birthmark on the forehead with Chosen and Miss Barbara. Trina S., I said the exact same thing that you said. I said it last week. He could have photoshopped that in. He photoshopped everything else.
Now I photoshopped the birthmark in, y'all. Okay, they say I put Rob's voice in the reenactment. They say I put Marco's voice in the reenactment. Now they saying that I put a birthmark on the person in the freezer. Wow. Hold up. And look at his delusional subs. He stay on the paint program. Yeah, I could pull a paint program up right now. But can you put a birthmark somewhere with this? Man, yo. Okay. I'm gonna put one right on his leg then, all right? I don't understand what y'all talking about. Y'all some weirdos. What they trying to do is exit Miss Barbara out the picture now, y'all. You see how they running? They running. I told y'all as soon as Chosen get on their head, they gonna start rumbling, scrambling, jumping over fences, diving. That's what they doing right now. And look who they sent out. The brains. Marco. Because Jeffrey is defeated. Jeffrey need Marco to bring everything back to order. And if he can't do it, his butt is grass. His butt is grass. So he trying hard right here, y'all. And why your view count dropping? Is that because people picking up on what you do? They're still dropping. Man, you're gonna have to get that girl Melanin back up there, man. So it's still dropping. God dog.
Looking weird. So when we saw this picture, what came behind it? A bunch of lies, a bunch of fake possibilities. Oh, she could have been in the pool. She could have been drowned or all this nonsense. See what they did, y'all? They lies and bullshit caused our imagination to flow and run wild.
They lies allowed our imagination to run wild. What is he talking about? We never, even when me, Marco, and Jeffrey McCrae were together, we never said nothing about no pool, no drowning, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? See, this is their way to try to get everybody back on their side. And now that it seems to me they're trying to throw the Miss Barber thing under the rug. But if you throw Miss Barber thing under the rug, then you have to throw the Anthony Evans thing under the rug. Then that means everything you told us about Pittsburgh was a lie. Everything about Miss Barber was a lie. So that means we have to go back to the video before I met y'all. My conclusion before y'all even came on my panel. Please, Marco, don't tell me you trying to get rid of the Miss Barber thing. Ooh, they finna get good. They finna get
like
good.
Rob said, we understand this. We know that there's some things that she left out, which we already know the answer to, but we got the most important thing. The rest we can fill in the blanks, which are very small things. We got the bigger answers.
But y'all been filling in the blanks a lot. How many people have y'all pulled into this since everything stopped? Y'all pulled in everything from the guy who had the Mason jacket on. Y'all pulled in Cali. Y'all pulled Teray in. Y'all pulled me in. Y'all pulled Mama in. Y'all pulled Sassy in. Y'all pulled everybody in. Y'all been snatching people, all the YouTubers, just snatching them into y'all little plot. If anybody has created confusion, it's been y'all. And this the funny thing. You got 300 some people here watching, but over 300 of them know y'all been here with the confusion. Now you trying to come back with that, please, y'all, please, we didn't mean it. Look, stop trying to bow out. I'm on y'all tail. Stop trying to bow out. Stop trying to bow out.
Now I'm asking her, the person you done the makeup at, where was she at? Where is she at? She didn't understand the question. I explained it more better to her. I said, the person you done the makeup on, where can we find her in the footage? You done her makeup, I was here on the footage or the whole ordeal. After you saw, after layers,
I thought I just played in my last video where Jeffrey say F the Kanika case. F the Kanika case. We ain't on no Kanika case. Bump the Kanika case. And anybody following the Kanika case, I hope whatever happened to J Money happened. Didn't you just say that, Jeffrey? You hope whatever happened to J Money happened to everybody who following the Kanika case, but y'all still on the Kanika case right here? Oh, because y'all ain't done. Or I done grind y'all to so much of bone dust that y'all got to come back and save face. Oh, what? Listen to him trying to save face, y'all. Okay, so why he got this crappy audio plan where you can't hear nothing, I'll be your audio for a second. But don't y'all find it ironic that they want so much justice for the city of Chicago, but you got somebody on the other end of the phone saying they did makeup for somebody at the Crown Plaza and you ain't went to authorities about that yet? Rob, why you ain't on live barking at the people down there saying, yo, we got the girl who did the makeup right here on the phone? Why you ain't down there barking now? Because when you was down there barking at the 11th precinct, it was set up. It was all a show. Word.
Fucked up and shit was disappearing and all this bullshit. That specific ramp. I asked her, she said she saw one of the girls over there walking. I asked her, what was she doing over there? What was going on while the time she was walking? Were they doing some filming or what? What was going on? I wanted to know what was happening.
Hey, y'all remember I interviewed this same woman, right? Why is all this new stuff coming out that since Marco and Jeffrey got on the phone with her? Think about it. I interviewed her and she only told me, look, man, you know, I flew out there, you know what I'm saying, on business. Now, when Jeffrey and Marco talk to her and get her to the side and create this whole little fiasco, I'm telling y'all, man, a lot of people do this stuff just for fame, just for credibility and people could talk about them, man. Come on, man. But I know Melanin was there. I know Fly, a.k.a. DeMarco Jones was there. And I know King Rob, a.k.a. Jeffrey McCrae was there. They were all there. All three. These are three of the main culprits, y'all, who were at the hotel. Promise you, without a shadow of a doubt. Three of the main culprits. That's why they going so hard. The three of them right now.
So were they filming her or what?
I see Marco didn't address that Fly Studios thing, the Fly Photography. I see he didn't address that. You remember how she said it's Fly Photography? They even dropped the number in the chat and told you to call this dude named Fly, but it was all a hoax. It's a woman who actually owns Fly Photography. They spinning us left and right. And anybody who eats this, you just gullible. That's it.
I know it's hard to.
And make sure y'all put a thumb down on this video right here, man. The 39, they're looking real good, man, because these dudes ain't doing it but spinning people. But listen to them. Oh, Rob, did your page get taken down, Jeffrey? Look at Albany. Oh, go to his new page, Buford Hunter 2 times. Did your page get taken down, bro? Okay.
Did makeup on the girl to make her look like Shamaya. She couldn't think of the name.
Yeah, and ask yourself this, right? 7 months. Close to a year almost. After the incident, finally, a person by the name of Melanin is coming out saying she did this makeup, that makeup. I'm telling y'all, man, I'm starting to think they paying these people, man, to go along with these certain stories, man. But it's all gonna come out. Let it go ahead and smooth itself out now. As soon as the first person get mad, they're gonna expose everything. You told me to say that when I got on live. I didn't tell you to say that. You told me. Watch this. I mean, look at somebody who just put this in the chat. This is live, y'all. They say, I can't hear nothing. What are we listening to? Exactly. Nobody could hear a thing, man. They got the most crappy audio and people listening over there like, yeah, she said that. Yeah. And you ain't hear nothing. I still haven't heard a complete sentence in this audio that they playing. Not one complete sentence.
I'm just skipping through it, y'all, because I know the audio is terrible, but
oh yeah. Your audio is terrible. It's very terrible. Don't skip through it. Let us hear the whole thing. We can't hear nothing. Turn it up. Sharpen the quality or something, or just get off the YouTube, bro. Trying to spin people in another direction.
Now she's talking about the hair that we're looking at now. And I believe we can hear this part. She's talking about this curly hair that we're looking at.
Oh, you believe we can hear this part? Let's see if we can hear it. Man, I could literally hear nothing. None of this. Man, nobody can hear this. And this is how I know this whole group over here was programmed to try to get me off the net, right? Because Chosen Dispatch this going, no, I didn't. I ain't telling nobody to come over here. But look, they can't hear the audio. Nobody can hear the audio that he's playing. But they all, yes, we understand. Yes. But when I provide stuff and I go live, I make sure you can hear it crispy. I even do sound checks in the beginning to make sure ain't nobody being played with my sound. Do a sound check. Make sure my sound coming through clear. Why we can't hear this audio that Marco is presenting? They desperate, y'all. This they last card right here. This they last card. They hoping this right here will get them afloat.
I'm in. Now that we know the truth and we see things clearly. chosen showed on the King on his channel. Now, Rob just asked her, was that one of the wigs that Chosen showed on his channel? Like I said in the beginning of this live, Chosen was the one that told everybody about the wigs behind the counter. Now, listen what Rob finna ask him. Was that one of the wigs Chosen showed on the King on his channel? Is that one of the wigs? Yeah. Was that one of the wigs Chosen showed on the King on his channel?
All right, now this how y'all know this a lie. They just asked Melanin, was the wig on the woman? Basically, this is what they saying. Melanin, that wig you put on that woman in the freezer? Was that the wig that Chosen put up on his page? First of all, why would you be talking to somebody who put a wig and makeup on somebody in the freezer instead of going to the police? First of all. Second of all, Melanin was around when I put the video out about the wig being under the counter. She was around. Why she didn't post under the video? Dang, you right, Chosen. That is the wig. Why all of a sudden now when she get with Jeffrey and Marco, she has this whole elaborate story that she wants to put out there? I'm telling y'all, watch out for these guys, man. They spinning everybody. Whole nother narrative, man.
What do you think Chosen part of the whole thing? What was his part? Now, we just asked her, what was Chosen role in this whole ordeal?
Please tell me.
What part did he play? We know it had to be
Please tell me.
Very important.
Please tell me. Now, if she say something that they've been saying, y'all know what's up.
Let's see what she has to say.
Yeah, if she say something they've been saying, y'all know what's up.
Woman that did the makeup on the person that we're looking at now.
But why you ain't taking it to the police?
Now is nowhere near dead.
If she did the makeup,
person is fully alive.
Why y'all ain't taking it to the police?
Put the makeup on her and everything. She's alive while this photo is being taken.
How you know?
Okay, I'm gonna go back so you can hear.
Please do. Please go back.
Playing this.
Please go back in this scraggedy audio.
What do you think Chosen part was in the whole thing? What was his part? What do you think Chosen part was in the whole thing? What was his part?
Can you say it? I mean, just say it. We can't hear the audio, Marco. It's trash. Just say what she said. You've been saying it the whole time. Oh, okay, so she said she believed Chosen did everything. All right, let's see if she got more. I can't hear. Please say what she said. We can't hear it.
She said she believed Chosen had this major part because he was trying to get enrolled in something.
Huh? What?
Listen.
What?
She said she believed he was involved from the top to the very bottom.
Oh,
you
okay.
Believe that? Look at him.
Okay, well, listen. If she was there doing makeup and stuff like that, and throwing wigs on people and stuff like that, she seen my face. Can't she tell you if I was there? But she know y'all two was there, Fly and Fly's homeboy, who she didn't want to be alone with because he was crazy. That ain't nothing but DeMarco Jones, man. And Jeffrey McCray. Now, this woman on the phone, she did the makeup. They said she did the makeup, and they said she put the wig on there, and they said she gave them all the information, but they haven't took her down to the 11th precinct, the same precinct that Rob went down, Jeffrey McCray went down there just barking. Why they haven't? Why is she still on the other end of their phone if she's done all this? They doing it for views, y'all. For views, likes, subs, subscriptions. That's it. That's it. How in the world could I be in this from the top to the bottom? It sound dumb.
In the Matrix, right? And y'all see, I specifically asked her, "Are you a Mason?" Yeah, little Miss.
That sound like a police phone. That sound like a police phone. Uh-oh. What he doing, y'all? He gonna take a wrench. Hey, one of y'all ain't safe. He gonna take one of y'all wrench. He gonna take one of y'all wrench.
Whoever you are, get the hell out of our chat. Get the hell up off our channel.
And there's gonna be many more start to leave y'all too.
Going on to further investigation. Will you leave?
Yep, and there's gonna be many more that leave y'all one by one by one. You see, he just called him on the phone. Marco, get the wrenches up out of there, man. Man, they are panicking, y'all. They panicking. They done went to a point where they got a person who's supposed to did the makeup and the hair on the phone with them, talking to them like they best friends. But they want justice, right? They want the city of Chicago. They the Justice League, right? What kind of justice is that? You supposed to have her down at the precinct, getting true justice. You on the phone with her, kikiing and hi-hiing. Whoo, I told y'all, the criminals. The criminals.
See, we trying to get clarification. Rob asked her, when you say everything, what do you mean? Like everything?
Now watch this. This is how y'all know that they manipulated that, right? This is how y'all know they had a side conversation with her and they manipulated the whole thing, right? This woman was on my panel.
And I told you,
look,
Dirty Diana and Melvin Martin, I think they girlfriend and boyfriend.
Now look, the same person they got on the phone right here, Rob, was talking about her like a dog. Look, listen.
They said you have a box haircut. You know what I'm saying?
This person right here.
Like a box haircut.
Tell you, that's Connie Martin.
Look. Then he tried to tell us that's Connie Martin. Listen to Rob. That's Connie Martin, boy. He was taking up for Melanin. Melanin is now on Marco's live right now. They have Melanin on 3-way on they live right now. But when she was over here, he was telling everybody that's Connie Martin. That's Connie Martin. That's Teresa's gay cousin. That's Teresa's gay cousin, Connie Martin. Do y'all see what I'm saying now, man? They the ones been around here with all this coonery, these stories, these lies.
Pause that, bro. That's Connie Martin, boy. Marco, look at that. Marco.
Oh, yeah.
That's Connie Martin. Didn't I just tell you? That's Connie Martin, boy.
Yeah.
That was remember the pic I sent y'all in the white t-shirt, the white shirt with the jeans on, he was standing in there? Yeah.
But y'all remember, Rob said, Jeffrey McCray said, remember the picture I sent y'all of Connie Martin? And I wonder why Rob had all these trannies pictures, all these boy-girl pictures in his phone. He sent me this picture of somebody in some white jeans like this Connie Martin. How do you know? Then he said this Connie Martin, but they supposedly got her on the end of the phone right here. Let me go to Marco's live, see if they still got her talking.
Taking a wrench from once we figure out what's going on, we'll go.
They whole empire crumbling over there. They taking wrenches and everything. So we're gonna go back to our video. We're gonna get them time to get it together. All right.
In the mirror, that's him.
That's him. Yep. That's him.
That's Melvin Martin's son.
That's Melvin Martin's son. What? This is the same person, y'all, on Marco's live right now The chosen. There are far too many of you lying, whatever. Same person who they called offline and made this big old whole story around.
I think it's his son.
Exactly.
That's Connie Martin, man.
Yep. And he was in the picture.
That's the dude.
He was in the picture with the Lenore kids, right? To my him?
Yeah.
Hold on, what you say, Rob?
He was on the picture that we got off.
What'd you say, Rob?
I think it's his son. Tell you, that's Connie Martin, boy.
Yeah.
That was remember the picture I sent y'all in the white t-shirt, the white shirt with the jeans on. He was standing in there in the mirror. That's him.
That's him.
Well, why would you be on the phone with a boy girl? Why are they over here on the phone with a boy girl, y'all? If the whole time Jeffrey knew this was a boy girl, why are they on three-way? It's enough that Jeffrey and Marco be on three-way all day. Then they want to pull in the boy girl by the name of what? What you say, Rob?
Yep. That's him.
That's Melvin Martin's son. Or cousin or son. I think it's his son.
Exactly.
That's Connie Martin, man.
Yep. And he was in the picture.
That's the dude.
He was in the picture with Lenore kid. That's him. Yep. That's him.
That's Melvin Martin's son. Or cousin or son. I think it's his son.
Exactly.
That's Connie Martin, man.
Yep. And he was in the picture.
That's the dude.
He was in the picture with Lenore kids, right? To my him?
Yeah. No. He was on the picture that we got off Melvin Martin page, the boy with the white shirt on, the little gay dude that was standing in the mirror.
I know exactly.
That's him. That's him. He from the DMV.
Yep. Yeah. Same place Dirty Diana from.
Yeah, that's Connie Martin. I told you, I think Dirty Diana and Melvin Martin, I think they girlfriend and boyfriend.
Yep. Boom, yeah.
That's Connie Martin.
Oh my. Hold on.
That's Teresa nephew. That's Teresa nephew.
Do y'all see now? Now, let's go back to where they got this person on three-way now, y'all. Oh, they on the phone with a boy girl, and they loving it.
My words. These are not Rob words. These are not El Bonnie words. These are not Queen Kim words. These are not Monica Faye words. Nobody in the chat. These are not none of our words. Coming straight from the horse's mouth. That's how we like to do it. Now, she said this guy that Chosen was talking to was kind of big, kind of stocky. Now, we also seen that video that I just showed the other day when the guy ran from the right from that hallway.
Okay, so now I see what they done did, y'all. And everybody gonna see. Make sure y'all listen very vivid to everything they saying on Marco's live, okay? Because after it's done, you're gonna see a whole lot of discrepancies and everything in it. I promise you. They done went to the side and created a whole nother story that they can stretch out now for like 3 more months. The question is, how long are we gonna feed into it? Because if I ain't mistaken, this is the same person, and we're gonna play this. I'm gonna play. I ain't even going back over to that live. I'm gonna just play the rest of this. Because what they got going on over there, man, fairy tale land, all that fairy tale dust. We're gonna be over here with the truth.
Yep. I knew it was like something.
And for y'all who just coming in, this person right here is supposed to be Melanin. This is supposed to be the same person who is on Marco's live right now. And she's supposed to be the one who did the body makeup, everybody makeups at the reenactment, put the wig on the person, and I said the person was alive in the freezer. And instead of turning her in to authorities, they have her on a live, y'all. How much justice do they really want? But let's go back to this old video where they forgot that Jeffrey and Marco was calling this a man. They said that this was Teresa's nephew. Did they forget that? So that means now they in love and making a love triangle with a boy girl. Okay.
Bro, yep. Hey, we're gonna get them pictures too. We're gonna put them pictures up, man, side by side, man. Let me put them up. Hold on. FSU. Hold on. Why you got it blonde if you don't wear your hair like that? Why is it blonde then? Why?
Gold. This is not blonde, honey.
That's gold.
It's not blonde.
And this is how she got the name Gold Dust.
That's gold.
What makes it? It's no different. Like what's blonde?
Now notice, y'all. Marco and Jeffrey, DeMarco Jones and Jeffrey McCray, they know this person. Trust me, y'all. But they tried to veer us away from her and say that she was Teresa's nephew. You see, whenever you get to the truth, DeMarco Jones and Jeffrey McCray will sway you every time you get to the truth.
Look at my name on my card. It's golden melanin.
Yeah, it's a lot of melanin now. It ain't melanin, it's melon. It's a lot of melon juice. What you got in that juice?
No, it's golden melanin. Look at my business card.
And that go her business card. They looked her. She said they looked her up online, and you know they saw what she do. Via social media, they flew out there. She said she linked up with a dude named Fly with his homeboy who was crazy, which she won't say his name. And when she described Fly, it was DeMarco Jones. She said it was about 5'8", 5'9" which he is, in his 40s. And she said it was a black guy. I mean, man, with a camera, walking around with a camera. That's DeMarco Jones. And now they over there with this the person. I don't know. This person, I don't know if it's man or I don't know, man. I'm like whatever. They over there with Connie. He called her Connie and her name is Melanin. I don't know these people's names. I don't know what they're doing. She go by Melanin on here on YouTube, but he tried to say Rob tried to say this is Connie Martin. So much confusion, man.
What you got in that juice? Hey, that haircut looked like you had a ponytail, like one of them King of Zamunda ponytails in the back. He just snipped it off at the barbershop. Because you had Juice and Betty.
Like in the Coming to America.
Yeah, you got Juice and Betty's in there. You know what I'm saying? That's you, man.
I do put berries in my hair. Yeah, I'm sure I do one.
Yo, see,
y'all believe this woman lies over there if y'all want to. This is like a woman that will probably do anything if she get two male voices in her ear, one on both sides. She will do anything. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna come out. Just give it time. You can't rush things, man. Time heals and time reveals. All right, let's see how long she be over there. Let's see how many lies she accumulate while she over there, and let's see how long it take them to turn her in to the police. Cause she was there doing the makeup, right? Ooh, yep.
We want the real you. You know what I'm saying? We want the you that. Yeah, but all that fabrication, we don't want that. This is what we want. We don't want that fabrication of the Crown Plaza and stuff like that. You know, because I feel like if they revoke y'all reservation, then you could have sued them. And you'll be, you know what I'm saying? You'll be sitting real good right now if you did the proper, you know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody chase you away from your parents. Hey, you know what? They probably told you to leave after you took the, hey, Rob, wig off. You know what I'm saying? You probably took the wig off, and they thought you was a different person coming into that hotel room. So they said, you know, you ain't the same person who checked in. We need the other person. We need the other person. You know what I'm saying? But no, man. But the reason why, you know, I just feel like, you know, you can't tell people anything. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna tell me that you was down there the whole time that Kanika or Dimples was being murdered. Hey, you got that picture too, Rob? Who got that picture still?
I got it. I got it. It's on this phone right here. We on. I was finna get. I think Marco probably got it. Marco, you got it? Let me see right quick.
No, if we ain't got it on standby, we got it somewhere in the file. We got it. Look, bro, look.
See what they was trying to do, y'all. They was about to show y'all the picture of Connie Martin that they tried to say that this person was Teresa's nephew. Now, how would I even conjure up something like that? It's all coming from these two guys. Been coming from them since the beginning, man. I gave y'all my synopsis on what I think happened. Everything after that came from these two weasels, man.
Yeah, that's it. That's crazy.
That's him, bro. That's him.
Hey, I watched a murder movie at the movie theater. Is that what you're saying? Like,
oh, you like murder?
Pause it, bro. Pause it. You heard what he just said. I watch murder mysteries. When we went on that Facebook, what was on that Facebook?
Murder Mysteries.
Murder Mysteries. The whole Facebook.
Yeah, all the way down. Murder Mysteries.
So hold on. She was on the panel way back with me, Jeffrey, DeMarco. They knew she said she went out there to do makeup, but they didn't interrogate her. They didn't question her. They waited to now to pull her to the side to make up a story. She was right here. But when she was in our face, they was calling her a man. But you forget, she said the person that was with Fly kept asking for her phone number, trying to hit on her. So if it's a man, as you say, that came out your mouth, Jeffrey. If this is a man, as you say, then I now know why you know every move that the transsexuals make in the city of Chicago. I know now.
Murder Mysteries all the way down.
Yeah, drama, murder mysteries, action, all that. But I never heard of it.
Okay. I just find it alright, man. I don't want to sit here and just, try to put you out there like that, But it's entertaining.
Because it's kind of weird that I want to go through this. This is what I want to go through in routine. Because this is what I got.
That man do. Makeup artist, modeling, or entertainer. We know she ain't modeling unless it's beef jerky. Unless it's beef jerky, she ain't modeling. So we might as well go makeup artist. Cause entertaining, she said they entertain her. So we might
with your friend him. I'm here, buddy.
Told you. Told you. Hold my back up, man. You supposed to be so much down. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Chosen.
Hey, down until the bullets fly. What's up?
Hey, Chosen. I'm finna put something on the screen right quick. Tell me who this look like. Just tell me something right quick. Let me see something. Tell me if you can see it. Tell me if you can see it. Can you see it?
Hold up. I gotta stop screen sharing real quick. Hold on. Alright, put it up.
Do you see it? Hold on. Hold on. Who that look like?
I can't see it. I can't really see it.
You can't see it?
Oh, that's 6? Is that 6?
No, who that look like?
That's Jed. Jed in the back, right?
No, I'm talking about that middle picture.
You gotta focus. Hold on.
Hold on.
Who that 6? That's 6 Dynasty?
Do that look like All Out Reckless?
See what I'm saying? All right, so I ain't even put this up here for All Out Reckless thing, and I don't even know how you even got your account, man. But that's not the important thing right here. The important thing is these guys, they doing the most, y'all. These guys are doing the most. You feel what I'm saying? Tell them to turn that lady in over there who did the makeup and put the wig on. If she's so credible, turn her in to the authorities, man. You know what I'm saying? Turn her into the authorities. Let's see what else he got going over here.
Do you think those other 2 girls could have been Jamaica and Samir Abbott? Okay.
Now, Jeffrey just asked her, do you think the 2 girls could have been Geneva and Antonia Evans? This lady said yes. Melanin said yes. It went no maybe. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Oh, it's them now, huh? Yeah, they feeding it to her, boy. They feeding it to her, but it's gonna come out there. It's gonna show. It's all gonna show.
Read my mind. Because every question that I wanted to ask, we wanted to ask the same question. I'm quite sure you all did too. He asked her, where in the hell did this Rodney Stanton come from? He eased into it. This big guy, Chosen been showing, Rodney Stanton. Matter of fact, Melanie, do you know where he came from? Rob was slicing. Rob had that steak knife out. Y'all know how steak knife cut. He cut it right.
Yeah, it can cut your attic right in half. I mean, you could really line 5 steak knives up. It'll be the whole perimeter of your attic.
And where does Rodney Stanton come from? The Chosen daughter. Have you ever seen him before, Melanie? Okay, well, what about this here, Melanie? What about what Miss Father come out when she kept saying, "I'm seeing you there, Teresa"?
Bam, he moves into something critical. He asks her, because we all can recall after Chosen.
Hey, I'm dead serious when I ask this right here too, y'all. I'm finna come to the chat on this. How many of y'all think what they doing is funny? Because it don't take a rocket scientist to see that they making up stuff. It don't take a rocket scientist to see that they spoon feeding her what to say, and they've had a conversation off of the phone already put together. But I'm looking at this whole scenario and I'm like, really, what type of people have the mental capacity to go through all this? You see what I'm saying? You so much for the justice, but you got the makeup artist on 3-way with you. You ain't trying to find her. You ain't trying to slice her. Your friends. Y'all see what's going on, man? That's why I'm glad I told man, by the end of tonight, half of the city of Chicago gonna know what these boys doing online, man. I've already put in like 60 people inboxes on the book, man. They know. They know who the informants are. Informer. They know who the informants are now. I'm going throughout the whole. I sent one to Victor, Day Bishop, Kenneth, Godfrey, McBride, Dale, Mitchell, Rasheed. I'm just naming people in Chicago. I was just picking random people out of Chicago, just grabbing them. You know, grabbing them off of J Money friends list, grabbing them off of Kanika's friends list, grabbing them off of everybody's. But I need to be, I'm gonna go get them from some random people's too, because I don't want to get too many from that circle, because I don't know, they got some stuff going on. I don't even know if the J Money death was a part of it or not. You don't know. With these guys, you don't know. You don't know.
To lie to us, to stir us further away from what we was seeking. Now listen, Rob's gonna ask Melanie, what was up when Miss Barbara saying all of this?
Put your hands on my baby. Okay, well, what about this here, Melanie? What about what Miss Father come out when she kept saying, "I'm seeing you there, Teresa"? I'm glad you put your hands on my baby. Because, to be honest,
now she says, to be honest, Rob just asked her, what was that all about? He didn't ask her, was Teresa there? He asked her, what was that about what Miss Barbara was talking about? And she easily responded. To be honest, Teresa was there. Rob was asking her about Miss Barbara. She responded to him, to be honest.
Okay, now, I'm still posing the question. If it's somebody up there with all the information about what happened, why is she still on the phone? Matter of fact, this phone conversation was already recorded. Why haven't they done anything, y'all? That's why you know it's made up. Because if it was real, they would make a move. Tell them to bust a move, man. Matter of fact, hashtag bust a move. Hashtag bust a move. Because if the person is on your 3-way, who got all this information, you need to bust a move to some precinct, bust a move somewhere. Go and Ben Verify, pull up her information, get her background, talk to some of her people. You know what I'm saying? Trick her and get her down at the station. Do something. That's how y'all know it's fake. That's how you know it's fake. 100% fake. They over here quiet. 380 people watching. Y'all quiet? Okay.
All right, no, who hired y'all for this stuff? Okay, you know, other people that got hired. No, they got hired.
I'm asking her, who in the hell hired y'all to do this nonsense? I want to know who's behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know who's causing us all this pain, suffering, sleepless nights, confusion, distraction.
Boy, he's a master manipulator. Rape face. This rape face Joker. This almost 50, but he been here long enough. He know how to manipulate. But y'all, man, this dude right here, he's a corny manipulator, man.
Okay, you know, other people that got hired. No, they got hired.
Okay, after she said what she says, I go on to ask her, who's paying you, Melanin? Who's paying you? Where is your money coming from? How did you get paid? This is where she goes to tell me and Rob they paid her 55 grand in cash. So just
okay. First of all, look, listen, y'all. Listen, man. I was not born yesterday, man. I was not born yesterday. First of all, if somebody did something like that, they would have probably signed what they call it, non-disclosure or gag order or whatever. Who in the world would be on the other end of the phone knowing these dudes gonna go live, say, look, man, this is what they paid me. I did the makeup to cover up that death. I put on the wig to cover up that death. That's like saying, look, come and get me. Come and arrest me. Think. I wasn't born yesterday. That means she's basically on three-way saying, come and arrest me. But guess what they did drop? Guess what kind of jewels they did drop? How much Rob them got paid? 35 grand. See, everything comes out, but it comes out in portions. You got to pick it out. Yeah, 55K, my bad. I said 35. 55. So now we know the number that these cats have been paid. 55 grand. All right. But who would sit on the other end of the phone knowing that these clowns about to go live and incriminate themselves like that? Not born yesterday, man. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I said, so you got paid one time, right? And that's it. You're not getting no monthly checks.
So you got paid one time, and that's it. You're not getting monthly checks.
She said, no, I got paid one lump sum.
I don't believe that to begin to even, man, listen, man. Like I say again, who would sit on the other end of the phone and incriminate themselves? You feel what I'm saying? At 7 months down the line, not only incriminate themselves, but then come to Marco and Jeffrey McCray. And not only that, why they incriminate themselves, say Chosen was there. Oh, they ain't got no pictures of Chosen. They can't tell you what Chosen was. They said Chosen was beside some big guy. What? Man, I know y'all paid her good, but guess what though? Everything gonna come to the light. If you paid her, don't let her get mad. She will talk. She will tell us that you paid her. Yes, she will. Yes, she will.
A long time, but it's entirely too long for what we have been put through. This information was way overdue. These answers were way overdue. Now, I asked her, I said, Teresa even got paid in cash that night. She said she don't put it past. All she know about is what her payment was.
And this is how they get the people back, right? Because we've been putting out videos, right? I ain't the only one who been on their tail like brake lights, y'all. Think about it, y'all. If they been exposed to the T, what's the best way to get people back on their side? Oh, we got information none of y'all ever heard before. Hey, come over here to us, y'all. Come eat from over here. We got information now. No, 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 no. Because I just showed y'all last time that person was on my panel, they said it was Connie Martin. And I'm going to really look into that too. They said that that was Teresa Martin's nephew. Now it goes from Teresa Martin's nephew to them being like three buddies on the phone talking about the case. And she on the phone incriminating herself, basically telling them she did the makeup, put the wig on, and received $55,000 to cover up a murder. Who sits on the phone and incriminate themselves? Unless it's the police telling you to give the answers up, which I told y'all. Jeffrey and DeMarco Jones, they informants. Maybe this is how they getting the information up. You don't know. But I know they probably paid a real good. And I know that real good to put this false information out. And I still have yet to see them put out any receipts on me. Now they don't put me in the hotel. We want receipts. Hashtag we want proof, y'all. Hashtag we want proof, y'all. We want proof. Yeah, I know I'm speaking facts. That's 100%. Anybody with a mind can know. This is made up. They making this up.
There it is. Bam. Listen. We asked her what happened, what went down on September the 6th. I just showed y'all the other day the video of Chosen Name being called. I showed y'all the original video straight from YouTube. I didn't download it and replay it. I went straight to the original source, and it showed the date that it was published. It was uploaded on YouTube September the 13th, a few days after this, whatever they had going on. Now listen.
Mm-hmm.
Now listen what Rob asked her.
What's your question on the chat? What's your question on the screen that I was talking about?
This is how y'all know it was made up, right? They talking about what Chosen did in the whole conversation. This is how y'all know. Because if she was at the Crown Plaza, you got so many questions to ask her. Like you can ask her stuff about David Pena, the owner of the Crown Plaza. Ask her stuff about, if she was there, like she said, 14 days or something like that. Ask her, did she go to the it was a pep rally to me because they had drums and everything out there, but the protest. Ask her, did she go there? Was the roads blocked off? Ask her questions, but saying chosen. Y'all making it up because Chosen on y'all tail, man. Look, y'all. I started putting the videos about these guys, man, showing the truth about these guys. Now they have somebody who they say was in the Crown Plaza doing the makeup, but the only thing they can talk about is Chosen. Where was Chosen? Was Chosen there while you was doing the makeup? Did Chosen do this? Well, tell everybody that what Chosen did right here. Hey, it's coming from the horse's mouth, y'all. But this horse, who mouth is coming from, I just showed y'all on the video where they said that's a man. Maybe I need to run that back. I need to run that back. The same person they got on three-way with them right now, supposedly spilling her guts about what happened at the Crown Plaza. Rob them said that's a man. Jeffrey them said this is a man.
Whoever she was with him, as in my.
Get over there.
This is what I want to go through.
Facebook, what was on that Facebook?
Right here, look.
Let me see. Right.
Look.
Tell you, that's Connie Martin.
Look.
That was. I remember the picture I sent y'all in the white T-shirt, the white shirt with the jeans on. He was standing in there in the mirror. That's him.
That's him.
Yeah.
That's him.
That's Melvin Martin's son.
This is the same person that's on three-way with them right now, supposedly giving y'all new information. Look right here on the panel. Melanin Beauty, same person.
Cousin, I think it's his son.
Exactly.
That's Connie Martin, man.
Yep. And he was in the
That's
picture
the
with
dude. That's the dude. That's the dude.
He was in the picture with Lenore kids, right? To my him?
Yeah. No. He was on the picture that we got off.
And he was in the
That's the
picture
dude. That was that, bro. Him.
That's him.
Yep.
That's him.
That's Melvin Martin's son. Or cousin or son. I think
That's
it's his
him.
son.
Exactly.
That's Connie Martin, man.
Yep. And he was in the
That's
picture
the dude. That's the dude. That's the picture that we got off Melvin Martin page.
with Lenore kids, right? To my him?
Yeah. That's Connie Martin, man.
Now this is the same person they over there with. This shows y'all how quickly they change stories up. They change them so fast, but you gotta keep up with them. This is how they change them around. Now they got another one going with so-called a man guy or my man girl. Now they got this thing going on with a man girl over there, man. They ain't gonna never stop.
So there was no murder mystery game going on. This is a reenactment.
Now I'm about to ask her. I gotta make sure I'm asking her. I'm like, so there was no murder mystery game going on. Are you saying that it was a filming to cover up some real shit that went down? Listen.
So there was no murder mystery game going on. This is a reenactment because it's a real shit, right? That's what you mean. So there was no murder mystery game going on. This is a reenactment because it's a real shit, right?
Man, to be honest, man, listen, y'all. His audio is so horrible, man. You have to strain your ears to try to hear what's being said. It's almost painful. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying, man. It's hard.
So there was no murder mystery game going on. This is a reenactment because it's a real shit, right? That's what you mean.
All right, so they ain't got nothing going on over there. So, hey, Jeffrey, tell us who y'all on three-way with over there.
Yep. And he was in the picture
Dude, tell you, that's Connie Martin, boy.
Yeah.
That was I remember the picture I sent y'all in the white t-shirt, the white shirt with the jeans on. He was standing in there.
Yeah.
And let me show y'all for who all doubting. This is the person right here who's on three-way with Jeffrey and DeMarco right now. Talking about they got all the goodies. But Jeffrey just said this is a man named Connie Martin. He just said it. Didn't you hear it?
Because entertaining, she said they entertained her.
This is what I want to go through. And
The reservation.
I didn't lose any money. Because I didn't spend no money.
Well, the guy, what did you do?
I got paid for what I was there for.
Let's go back right there.
In the hotel.
Friend. What did your friend lose?
Who is the guy she talking about?
Was she saying as in my friend or as in her friend? So, okay, we need to find out who her friend is, man.
And we found out who the friend was. Fly, DeMarco, and Jeffrey. Right there. Oh, let me go back.
And all the subs, Justice. Oh, okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. Right. That was great. Right. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Right. That was great.
Now y'all look.
Okay.
Now y'all look what they do. I'm gonna show y'all what these shiesty people over here do, right? Chosen said melanin was man. You see what they do by Sherry Powell? You see what they do, right? I just played y'all the audio of Jeffrey saying that she was a man. That was a man. And when Jeffrey sent me the pictures of it being a man, I said, yeah, you're right. You did send me that picture. But look what they do. Look what these devious people do over here. Chosen said melanin was. You see? No, they know Jeffrey said it. That's why I said it's all got to be a little game to them. It's a game to them, man. It's a game.
Chosen tried to convince us.
See, it's a game to them, but I'm serious about finding out who did what. I'm serious. It's a game to these dudes, man. That's why I say by the end of tonight, the whole Chicago will know about these informants, man. It's going in everybody's inbox, man. Everybody.
He said the security guard was the murderer. He said James Coleman was the murderer. He said Teresa and Lenora was the murderer.
I never said the security guard was the murderer. Never said it. I told y'all in my original synopsis, I believe it was Lenora and Teresa doing the choking out and stuff like that. And I said James Coleman was filming. Go and watch it. Matter of fact, if you really want to know who I said did what, I always got to take them back to the vid, man. You will know who I said did the killing. These guys came in and changed up who did the killing. These guys came in and changed up who did the killing. If you want to know who I think did the killing, and it understood the same way, you go to I Will Say This and I'm Done on Huggy Pacino 5 throwbacks. I Will Say This and I'm Done. Go to that video. Huh? Huh?
Chosen have put so many different people inside this hotel. He have made so many people.
Yo, listen to how Marco doing what he doing. They overextending, y'all. This how he talking. Chosen has put so many people in this hotel. Chosen has overextended. We don't trust Chosen no more. We have to rise up as a nation and live out of the true meaning of his creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. Malcolm X speech. Listen to him. This ain't the regular Marco right here.
For the motherfucking money.
You heard him? They out of their element now, y'all. They being broken down to their break pass, and we gotta keep on crunching them, grind them in the bone dust. Can anybody put hashtag bone dust? Cause these dudes are outside of their element now. They done went all the way to getting somebody they call the man on three-way. I wonder how long they stayed on three-way. Well, this live has been going on for how long? 2 hours. So you mean to tell me you stayed on the phone with a she-man for 2 hours talking about Chosen? Oh Lord.
Falsehood, we wouldn't stand a chance, y'all. If we were still moving in falsehood, we all would be over here fighting each other, arguing and bickering with each other every.
I'm pretty sure y'all don't argue plenty of times behind the scene. You only just keeping your composure in front of everybody else. But you're going down, brother. I've seen it all before. You going down. I seen your type. Query face, pedophilish face. Think he's so smart.
When we all separated ourselves, we all just start moving towards betterment.
Look how he talking now. That ain't the hold on. Let me go to old Marco video. That ain't how he talk. He spell this dude name, man. These dudes with these fake names, man. What's his little page, man? Oh, matter of fact, ain't he on his page right now? What is his page called? Cause this is not how this man talk, man. This ain't how he talk. It's something wrong with him right now. Is it Marco News? Okay. He don't talk like this, man. Let's go to one. Okay. Let's see. Let's see.
Didn't. Pretty Apple didn't. Miss Red didn't. Angela Williams didn't. Nobody did. Yaya didn't.
Hey, you know what? Let me see. Hold up.
I think because I remember Charlie used to show them the chain and all that, and she was like,
yeah, Marco, you out of your element, bro. Cause like the last videos you've been dropping, bro, this is on the 25th. Yeah, that was yesterday. Yep. You don't have that high pitch Martin Luther King voice going on. Yeah, you out of your element. You shaky. You shaking. See, a lot of people can't understand what's going on right now. I see what's going on. Y'all playing y'all last little trump card, but y'all trying to slide out the door at the same time. Y'all trying to find the exit. I'm telling y'all, they are trying to find an exit. But we closing the doors. You ain't getting up out of here.
So obviously, that to make these people think that way. Something went down. Obviously, it was a reason for August coming out the way she did and saying the things that she said. Obviously, it was a reason that we all were being lied to. These are obvious things that we don't have to search too far for. But
and it's obvious that the eruption on YouTube did not come until y'all two came on the scene. It's obvious that y'all was scared to show y'all face, but had to show your face when we was in Houston. That's obvious. It's obvious nobody, Jay Peso didn't want nobody to know his name was Jeffrey McCray. It's obvious that y'all are informants. It's obvious that y'all voice is in the reenactment. It's obvious that it's something going on with Miss Barbara and you, Marco. It's obvious Miss Barbara laid down in spandex with her legs wide open in your crib. You said that. It's obvious. Jeffrey said, I don't even want a YouTube, and got 30 YouTube pages. It's obvious y'all boys almost pushing 50 years old and still with this coonery. It's obvious, man. What lives have y'all changed? What cases have y'all tried to break down before the Kanika case, man? Huh? It's obvious. Rob just put out a video and said F Kanika, but here is Kanika on their screen. It's obvious these boys brought all these misdirections. It's obvious y'all gave us the wrong Tyrone and crib on purpose. It's obvious y'all ain't been to Zach TV crib and knocked on his door. It's obvious you ain't been to Tyrone and crib and knocked on his door. It's obvious the only time y'all was really riding around and going to people's spots was when Chosen was there. It's obvious I felt like a bodyguard to y'all, but y'all said that y'all was protecting me. Obvious.
sir, again, listen. First, Rob asked her earlier in the interview, then he just asked her again. I don't think she heard him, so I came right back and asked her, was Miss Barbara there?
Y'all don't feed into this, man. Think about it. Out the blue, somebody we've already had on the panel before, already, who they called the man, now is on their three-way and they know everything. They know if Miss Barbara was there. They know if Teresa was there. They told you they got paid $55K, but they really slipped up and messed up and they told us what everybody got paid, right? Yeah. They snitching on each other now. But you got that person on the phone, but all you could talk about is Chosen, right? That's it. So where was this person September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April? Nobody didn't get a whiff of all this that y'all getting now? And why come to y'all with the information? Remember how y'all said, why Miss Barbara go to Chosen? Well, I'm asking this. Why would this person with all this information incriminating themselves go to Jeffrey and DeMarco? It don't make no sense. Yes, it do, because they were all there. And I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it. Oh, look, now they say they don't turn the information over to the feds. Hold on. So y'all done told the feds what the lady telling y'all on three-way? Oh, look in the chat. They said, since y'all done turned this over to the feds, when y'all gonna take this news to them? Hey, I feel you, Brenda. I think, when are they gonna take this information to the police? But why take it to the police if they are the police, y'all? Y'all wonder why the feds didn't take the case, right? The feds didn't take the case. The police act like they didn't care about it. So why not put their own informants on social media and try to distract and deter everybody? That's what they saying. That's what they doing. This is who they are.
You're doing yourself for. I know you feel bad about it. Coming on that with you, man, that's better than a joke. You're all good. You're all good with us. You're all good. You're all good. Because you're good.
Hey, so now they done got a text message. They got a text message over there and say, look, Chosen saying that we need to turn this information in. So they got the text message. So y'all just heard what they said, right? Now they saying, look, you might have to turn yourself in. I own these dudes, man. I own them, y'all. People came over here and they said, look, man, they over there telling me y'all need to turn the information in. Text messages start flying, and he came out to work and say, man, you might have to turn yourself in. Of course. Why y'all ain't turned in yet? Don't y'all slice? Don't y'all slice? Turn her in. She was there. She did the makeup, right? She seen Teresa. She seen Miss Barbara, right? She's supposed to seen Chosen, right? Turn her in. She's a key element.
Join.
Come on, Marco. You slow, man. Dang, got no age getting to you, bro.
All right,
God.
we're gonna see if Goldust said some things that we missed, and we're just gonna break it down, man. Get ready to slice, man. SSU in the building, man. First semester.
Oh, I got 10,000 likes.
Somebody said, Marco, where do we go from here? Hey, James Turner. Hey, James said, Marco, where do we go from here? They should be going to the police, but they're not going to go to the police because this is part of their magical formula. This is what they do. We done ran into two of the most fairy dust type people in the century of existence. Fairy tale dust. Hashtag fairy tale dust. This is getting funny. It's too easy now. It's too easy. They've already been exposed. It's too easy now. Too easy. He said, Marco, where do we go from here?
Became a big joke to this motherfucker.
Alright. It's like they passing that wig down, man, from generation to generation. But that's the first red flag with that wig, man.
So a wig made him have a red flag.
Okay, so now what he's doing is going back through my old videos, right? So now he's finna cover for Melanin. Melanin just did a good job for them, right? On the phone call. Woohoo, woohoo. Now watch him cover for Melanin, y'all.
Right after the meeting at night.
What?
Oh,
but I'm trying to tell y'all, man, they went down there and they met up, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. They flew in actors. They flew in killers. They flew in makeup artists, everything. You know what I'm saying? Editors.
So, where did you sleep on the 4th? The night of the 4th.
Well, I guess they call it morning, 8 a.m. So I got there.
Y'all know how he knew they flew all these people in? Because
I knew they flew the people in because she said they flew her in. Duh. And when we also looked up other people, like the lady who was walking with the white shirt on and the black tights, we said she was walking a hole in the floor back and forth. I think she came out of what, Florida or something? I forgot. I got to go back through it. The person who was standing at the desk with the pink shirt on, all them people were from out of town. This is how we know that they had to be flown in. Duh.
They went down there and they met up, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. They flew in actors. They flew in killers.
Now listen. He said they flew in actors, and then what was the next thing? He said killers. But he laughed when he says killers because he know that's some bullshit.
Bro, that is a straight up lie. That is a straight up lie. What I did was, bro, you don't know the difference between like being sarcasm. What I was saying, I was basically saying they flew in everybody. They even flew in the killers. But if you knew anything about, being witty when you talk and being sarcastic at certain points, that's why I laughed. You numbnut. That's why I giggled. I said they flew in the killers. But if the killers are already there, maybe you telling us something. Maybe you telling us they didn't have to fly them in. What are you telling us, DeMarco? They didn't have to fly the killers in? Oh, you gonna tell on yourself. Let me go and unmute this.
They went down there and they met up, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. They flew in actors. They flew in.
Okay,
Okay,
Rob.
now look, this how dumb he is. Look at Money. Money Stacks said, I thought he was being sarcastic. Thank you, Money Stacks. This is live. This is live. Thank you, Money. See, I knew everybody wasn't dumb. Money Stacks said, I thought he was being sarcastic. Thank you, Money Stacks. That's what I just said. And then after I got done explaining it, then I looked in the chat. There go Money Stacks said the same thing. So everybody's not dumb, bro. Everybody's not dumb, man. Let me unmute this. You're gonna tell on yourself. You like to talk.
Silky robe. All right. It's like they passing that wig down, man, from generation to generation. But that's the first red flag with that wig, man.
Okay, so you were at the hotel here. After party,
So let me tell y'all what they're doing, right? Hold up. All right, let me get this off right here. Make sure this is straight. Oh, shoot. Oh, I got enough juice. We good? Yeah, don't be switching no accounts coming over here, man. We don't need you. We don't need you. All right. So basically, y'all, this is what they did, right? They said we're gonna make up a new story. We're gonna make up a new story for you, but we have to go back and debunk Chosen's interview with you. Because if we're gonna use you and we're gonna be on the same team, we need to go back and basically diminish everything that Chosen said about you and with you on his panel. And then we can use you how we want to use you. But first, in front of our 300 watchers, we got to go back and diminish what he said about you, and then we can recreate you all over again. That's all they're doing right here.
What meeting? But I'm trying to tell y'all, man, they went down there and they met up, man. I'm trying.
And y'all notice, in my interview with her, I never mentioned YouTubers' names. I only asked her about the Crown Plaza, how she got there, where she went, what days, how long she stayed, what was next to the Crown Plaza, everything. I never mentioned other YouTubers' names or mentioned them. And I think around the time, me and Straight Drop wasn't even cool with each other. But did I sit on the panel and ask this lady about Straight Drop throughout the whole interview? Marco interviewed her and asked her about Chosen King the whole video. The whole video. When I interviewed her, I only asked her specific things about the Crown Plaza, what she was doing there, how long it took to get there, who paid for what, who paid for the room, who paid for the flight, all that. The in-depth questions that you're supposed to ask. Don't act like no female who I just left and everything that's coming through your head is just me. He sounded like a scorned female in that interview. Well, I heard you say you got there on the 5th, but what about Chosen? Did Chosen get there on the 5th? Yeah, I heard you say you saw Teresa there, but did you see Chosen there? Was Chosen there? Yeah, I heard you got paid, but what did Chosen get paid? You sound like a scorned female during your interview, bro. Scorned.
Everything, you know what I'm saying? Editors. They flew in makeup artists, everything, you know what I'm saying? Editors. And we're just gonna break it down, man.
Marco, you ain't good at doing lives, bro. This is too easy, man. First of all, what are you playing? You playing the part when I sarcastically said they flew in the killers. Listen, bro, flying in the killers? You know sarcasm was attacked. That's why I giggled. I laughed. Did you hear me laughing about anything else on the panel? No. I giggled after that, bro, because it's sarcasm, you idiotic. Rape face. Rape face. Molester face. Got that squeamish look, man.
Same person. Chosen did the interview on Melon, and me and Rob did the interview on Melon. But notice the different types of interview. Notice the type of questions me and Rob was asking her. Notice how he's playing around.
Oh, you see what they did now. Listen though, so they said that they asked her top quality questions, right? And I'm gonna do my whole little breakdown on the see. They want me to go and break down. They want this melanin thing to become the new storyline, y'all. Then after melanin die down and she get she get exposed, whatever. I don't even know who it is. But after that person melanin gets exposed to that thing and it start going dry, they're gonna come out with something else. It's gonna be somebody else new coming out the woodworks.
All right, go ahead, though.
Now, you see what she said? She said I got there for the meeting on the 4th. And then she said, actually, the morning. So she got there the morning of the 4th, which would be the...
Now, all we're on the panel doing is listening, basically. And we're responding to what she's saying.
So why was y'all just on the panel listening then? Why weren't y'all slicing? Because y'all already knew this person, man. You just heard Marco say we were just on the panel just listening. That's it. We were just up there listening and responding to what she was saying. You right. Y'all wasn't slicing or nothing. Wasn't trying to help me slice or nothing because y'all already knew him. Already.
Morning, a.m. So I got there at 8 a.m. in the morning, Saturday.
On the 4th, right?
On the 4th.
So when did you sleep the night? I said the 5th. So actually back to the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
I went there. I was there.
Yeah, no. The morning of the 4th don't make it the 5th. Y'all see how they just try to do that? I want y'all to go back and listen to that. She told me in the interview she got that the morning of the 4th. Then she turned around and told DeMarco them she got that on the 5th. Jeffrey gonna catch it. So he gonna come out and say, yeah, the morning of the 4th is basically the 5th. No, it ain't. The morning of the 4th is the 4th morning. That's not the 5th. See how they covering for melanin, y'all?
She already said she got there on the 5th. And then Chosen dumbass go back and ask her some dumb shit. Where did you sleep on the 4th? Why did he ask her that stupid shit? What does this have to do with anything? Rob?
Because you idiot. She was bouncing around between 2 different hotels and when I was interviewing her, idiot.
Arrived on the 5th. Chosen. After 12 o'clock, that's a new day. And not...
Brother, the morning of the 4th is not the 5th. You idiot. You idiot. So 10 o'clock a.m. on the 4th, is that the 5th? The morning of the 4th is not the 5th, bro. Dummies.
Everything that was said.
Went down this way. 7 days. I was there for 7 days.
But you only decided to go to the Crown Plaza on your last day?
No.
Motherfucker, if she told you she got there on the 5th and she just told you she stayed there 7 days, what would make you say she went there on her last day?
Because you idiot, when you're interrogating somebody, you try to catch them up in a lie while they're talking. She told me she got there the morning of the 4th. She said she stayed like 10 days. So I tried to see if she'll make up a different story on the fly. And I said, so you decided to go to the Crown Plaza your last day? That's how you check somebody's temperature. Checkmate, boy.
Ritual? Hold on. That's what entertainment y'all had.
I bet you know all about that.
Hold on, let me just... Hold on, let me just... Bro, rituals? Ritual? Hold on. That's what entertainment y'all had.
The boy know everything.
No, I don't. But y'all seem to know a whole lot when y'all came on the scene. I mean, Marco, you brought video footage and information with you. Boy, if I would have hired you, I would have paid you double. You brought video footage. You was out there running around with a camera. Matter of fact, now that I think of it, Marco, you was working for me. Whew, let me dust my shoulders off. Whew, I had Marco out there slaving in the field. Whoo! Somebody put hashtag slaving. I had him out there running. Go get me that video footage from over there. Go film Teresa house right now. Hurry up. You was bringing me footage. You was bragging. I got this footage for you, Chosen. Sound like, dude, I got these cheeseburgers, man. Look, man, you was bringing me footage. Slave for me, boy. Slave for me, boy. Slave for me, boy. You went out in the field instead of picking cotton, you was picking videos up for me. Keep slaving for me, boy. And when you keep getting all these pictures of people and they don't even know you taking pictures, only pervs do that. You a stall peeker. Y'all put hashtag stall peeker, man. He like to peek in on women's stalls. That's what he do. Hey, it already came out that you was sniffing panties. I don't know if you was sniffing panties, bro. I don't know. But for somebody to take all these pictures of us while we was down in Atlanta, and they ain't even know, bro, this man probably got pictures of butts, breasts, everything in his camera. You don't know. You don't know. He's a stall peeker. Look, he took it out quick, y'all. He took it out quick. He took the picture out quick. He know I'm over here talking about it. He's a stall peeker. Look at that. Look, y'all. Look, he don't look creepy. I'm just saying, y'all. He don't look creepy to y'all. The man don't look creepy to y'all at all, man. Look, man. You know. I know women will see him from a different viewpoint than a man, but listen, you got to be creeped out, man. First of all, an almost 50-year-old man trying to dress like a golfer. That should scare you anyway, off rip. You know what I'm saying? Then he just looked like somebody who sniffs seats. Just whenever somebody hop up, but he just want to sniff it. And he took all these pictures of us in Atlanta and nobody knew he was taking these pictures, man. He ain't gonna show y'all the real creepy pictures he got. What you be doing with them pictures, Marco? Ooh, you's a nasty. You's a nasty dude. He nasty.
Now here it is. Do y'all remember when Chosen did a live and he called himself trying to meet Straight Drop in Texas to fight? First of all, he knew Straight Drop wasn't coming because they was working together. Second of all, what man you know that's gonna go?
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
With babies in the back seat of the car.
And where did I go? I went to the mall. Hey, everybody. I had a kid in the back seat and we went to the mall. What's bad about that? Did I take the kid around danger or anything like that? Huh, Marco? Marco, we need to see you go to the mall with your kid. Oh, my bad. You say your wife left you. She's in what, Las Vegas now or something like that? Yeah. Your wife left you, bro. It's okay though. You know, people bounce back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it is to be married, and I especially don't know how I feel for my wife to leave me. Cause I can't get it right. Cause I'm wearing wife beaters with holes in them and I got a pedophile-ish face. She left me for somebody who actually got structure. Huh? A brain. The husband she with now, Marco, will never put her to the side to be on the phone with an informant like Jeffrey McCray. The person she married to now don't edit videos, don't do reenactments for murder. She married a good, wholesome guy. Hey, y'all know them southern mamas be like, go marry you a good, wholesome guy. He's a half of a man over there. That boy is a half of a man. Look at me. Woo! Chosen. I ain't saying look at me like that. I'm just saying, look at me, because I'm always on his screen. Think about that. He go to sleep thinking about me. He's probably seen my face more than he's seen the naked body of his woman. I can guarantee you he's looked at my face, and it's sad to say this, but they was on the phone three-way with a he, she. So, I mean, what more can we say? Look, and when we find out that y'all are flamboyant, and you know what I'm talking about, the wiggly finger, when we find out y'all two guys are the wiggly fingers, it's going down. But look, I'm always on his screen. Always on his screen. He can't get enough. What did I do so bad? That's what I'm. What did Chosen do, y'all? It's got to be deeper than YouTube, right? It's got to be deeper than YouTube. What did I do so bad? I'm out here existing. I'm just existing in this world. But if I find out they wiggly fingering over there and they got the wiggly finger, I'm telling you, man, because there's no way that a man can look at another man all day. All day. All day long. It's no way. It's no way. No way, no how.
They the ones they piss. When I say they piss y'all, they hate we on to them.
Oh, they hate we took their subs. They hate we took their subs, y'all. They hate it. That's what Marcos, that's what he want to say. He want to say that so bad. They hate we took their movement. What movement? Because the real people were chosen. Y'all got all the backstabbers. Y'all got to keep the momentum going. Because once you slip, you're losing everybody. And y'all like to see them numbers down there for some reason. That's why you study making up stuff. But watch this. The whole YouTube, the whole Chicago gonna catch on to what y'all doing. The longer y'all around doing this, the deeper your hole will be dug. And y'all know that too. The deeper y'all digging y'all hole, man. God forbid if something happened to either one of y'all. I don't want nothing to happen to y'all. As much as y'all done said about me and threatened my kids, I don't want nothing to happen to y'all. But at the rate y'all going, man, a wise man once told me there's not too many wise men. Let me just let you know that.
That's our slogan. And they can take that and they better take it in all due seriousness. Because that's where we at. I love my family over here. Every time we show up, we show the fuck out.
Look at that. Every time we show up, we show out, y'all. We did good. We got Melanin to come on here and say she knew everything. She took 55,000. This was a good, productive day, huh, Jeffrey? We did good in YouTube land today, Jeffrey. And then look, this how Rob do. I mean, this how Marco do, y'all. Because y'all know, man, the boys call me every day, all day, man, for months. Man, y'all saw them 300 views, man. Man, we had 300 people in there, man. Yeah, man, we got 300 people. Man, look. As soon as you played the gemstones, I believe they just started flooding in there, man. We had 300 people in our live, bro. I'm like, dang, this dude is overly excited. So that's why I know why y'all go so hard, bro. And because y'all don't got no family. You don't never talk about your moms, uncles, kids, brothers. Y'all, all the family y'all got, I understand that. And your little subs over there, your numbers just falling, bro. Your numbers just falling. But you just lost like 190 people out of your live. But anyway, though, go back to this. Oh, trash music. Still trash music. But at the end of the day, man, total debunk. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the critical thinkers. Bodacious. He knows. Southern Peach. Let me take this pedophile off of my I don't know. I don't have proof that you're a pedophile, bro. You know I like to come with facts. I don't got proof of that. I hope it don't come out, but I don't have proof of that. All right. So I'm gonna just say you got a squeamish face. That's what we have proof of. We have proof of the squeamish, you know what I'm saying, but not the pedophilia. All right. But shout out to Dita Queen, Shelly Hunt, Teray Ali. Positive movement was good. T Fry was good. I know a lot of y'all was in there earlier. I gotta go back up. There we go. Boom. Nay was good. Thank y'all for timing out everybody who over here with that nonsense. Cause I'm gonna leave y'all with this, right? I'm gonna leave y'all with this. They just had Melanin Beauty on their platform, right? I just showed y'all what Rob and Jeffrey McCray and DeMarco Jones said that Melanin Beauty was a man. And that Melanin Beauty was actually named Connie Martin. And Jeffrey said he got proof of this. Okay? So why would they have a he-she be on the phone with them with like a 2 or 3 hour conversation and God knows what else they talked about? And then while they conversating this person, only thing they can talk about is Chosen. Well, Connie, what did Chosen do at the hotel? Connie, was Chosen there? Connie, how much money did Chosen take? Connie, what did Chosen do? And also, if this person knows so much and they was there and they did so much there, why y'all haven't turned them in? That goes to show y'all don't care about the city of Chicago. Y'all don't care about what happened to Kanika. Y'all don't care about none of that. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all don't care about none of that. Now, I thought that they was done with Kanika.
The fuck out of here. We tired of that bitch name.
What? What?
The fuck out of here. We tired of that bitch name.
What'd you say, Rob?
The fuck out of here. We tired of that bitch.
But I thought y'all was just talking about Kanika.
Fuck you talking about. Now you tell Teresa that. We tired of that bitch name.
I thought y'all just had Kanika on y'all screen.
Tell Teresa that. You tell Teresa that. You tell Lenora that. You tell Jairus Flower I said that. Or James, whatever the fuck his name is. James
what?
Coleman.
You done with Kanika?
Motherfuckers, I said that.
You done with Kanika? You done?
Fuck you talking about?
So you done with Kanika?
Teresa ain't even cry for that bitch name.
Who? So you calling
I'm
Kanika a
calling
B?
it a bitch name.
What?
Cause it's a bitch name.
What?
So bitch ass name.
What?
The fuck you talking about?
So you just had Kanika on your screen. Y'all was just talking about her.
Cheese and whistle that bitch.
You just had Melanin on your three-way.
The fuck you talking about?
I thought y'all was. So you done with Kanika or you not done with Kanika?
Motherfuckers like they did Jake Money, bitch.
What you say? I couldn't hear you.
The fuck you talking about? And King Rob said that.
I couldn't hear you.
They do all you motherfuckers like they did Jake Money.
Louder.
The fuck you talking about?
Louder.
Don't give a fuck about a Jake Money, Teresa, none of you motherfuckers.
So you done with Kanika, right? You done?
Say that money.
You said you was done with Kanika.
Fuck. He should have been thinking about that when they was killing that girl.
Who was killing her? Who?
You tell Teresa that. The fuck you mean?
Who was killing the girl?
Teresa, any one of them say something to play with us, we'll be at the door with that shit come off the map.
Okay, so I'm confused.
Fuck on that fucking case in Chicago, play with us. Fuck all them niggas and they fucking kids.
But Melanin was just on your three-way. She's in the case. She said she was at the hotel. You just said you're gonna beat up everybody who was there. But you friends with her, and then you said Melanin was a he-she. I'm confused.
Any one of them will be snack rap. And we in Chicago just like that.
But Melanin ain't no snack rap. You didn't turn Melanin into a snack rap. She was on your three.
Don't y'all think we've been in Chicago the whole time?
I know you've been in Chicago the whole time. Harvey.
You think they're gonna do something because you left? Because we got you out the way. Fuck you talking about, man. I mean, the slaughter is even worse. Fuck about none of that shit. Fuck about no Kanika Jenkins, none of that shit.
But you just had Kanika. You just had what?
But fuck about no Kanika Jenkins, none of that shit.
But you just had Melanin on your three-way though.
Fuck about none of that shit. But fuck about no Kanika Jenkins, none of that shit. Tell that bitch, man, get that bitch the fuck out of here.
But you just had Melanin
like that.
You just had Melanin on your.
They do all you motherfuckers like they did Jay Money.
But you was just talking with Melanin.
Just the fuck like that.
I'm confused.
The fuck you talking about, bitch?
I'm confused.
Fuck about none of that shit. Give a fuck about no Kanika Jenkins, none of that shit. None of that shit. Give a fuck about no Kanika Jenkins, none of that shit. None of that shit. Give a fuck about no Kanika Jenkins, none of that shit.
Well, I'm confused, man. You just had Melanin on your three. Y'all was going in real hard. I don't understand, man. But then you come out with this new story behind Melanin. Then you say you don't want to deal with the case. You hope everybody who has something to do with the case, they get turned to a snack rap. But you ain't over there turning Melanin into no snack rap. You having a casual conversation with her, with him. You said it was a him. Oh, my God. Until we return, man.